All right.
Ah, dang.
We will see it, though. The Mega Man, one of the best in the world, possibly the best. I'm not in tune with the scene enough to actually know definitively.
I mean, Peanut is extremely strong right now. Definitely put himself into major winner contention. But MPG definitely the number 2 in terms of Mega Man, which for a character this strong, even if he's underrepresented, is really, really impressive. MPG just getting ranked within the top 150 globally, I think for the first time in his career.
Wow. Yeah, good stuff. MPG starting off with a bit of damage, and this will be a bit of a different matchup, right? I think Alo's going to have a little more room here to set up than Freak Flock did. But MPG, I think, going to have some stranger tools to interrupt what a lot of Alo's doing.
I mean, we'll see. I'm not going to pretend to be an expert on the intricacies of the Mega Man Zelda matchup. However, I feel like in my mind, it sort of comes down to the fact that Mega Man doesn't have great long-range tools in order to contest Phantom. However, he has really great mobility compared to the other characters that Alo has been fighting.
But it's all vertical mobility. It's not really something you can really jump over things with.
Yeah, but when you have moves like Metal Blade to hit at a weird 45-degree angle, you have moves like Pellet, you have moves like Leaf Shield to land on people, down air, forward air if you need it. Like when you have all those tricky ways to get around people, it kind of ends up being the same thing functionally. Alo really poised there to go for the neutral B off stage to delay the crash bomb. Almost gets killed by the down smash there. Lead trap situation. Drops. Oh my god.
Great call on the reflector.
You can already see in this match how practiced these two have been in this situation. Alo going for the neutral B there to reflect so that he doesn't get hit by the second up air, which we saw was really effective against Zomba in Winners Finals. And MPG, already knowing that he was going to go for that, doesn't go for the second up air, baits out the neutral B, and hits him with the back air to take the first stock.
Well, and now you can see the moment MPG knows he has the lead, instantly run to the opposite side of the stage and just start throwing stuff the other direction.
Yeah, I mean,
that lead.
Listen, damage is damage. We've seen many games so far in this commentary block go down to the last minute, and when you're there, every little thing matters. Rush going to come through, get MPG into the sky, and here we see a consistent big issue of Zelda, is that she does not really have a great way of pressuring the opposite platform. Phantom does a great job of covering ground space, but if you don't actively have to approach Zelda, like when we hold Metal Blade into her shield for some reason, she doesn't do too much, and her moves that hit above are either really inconsistent like Nair or really slow like up air.
Right. Still, though, I think the thing that we always have to be careful of with Zelda is just, is the ability to just pop off and suddenly get a lot of damage and kill you instantly.
MPG showing that he has that ability too.
Yeah, the drag down back air into up tilt's kind of crazy. Could have gotten a kill there, even.
Red trap situation.
Good parry. Good parry.
And the double forward air. MPG, I feel like every single neutral interaction just showing off a new combo that he has in his repertoire. Just more and more things that Alo needs to think about, needs to consider. Where am I going to DI? Where am I going to SDI? And those little cracks are going to build up over the course of the set. And that might end up what's going to be the difference between who goes to Grand Finals and who bows out at third.
Certainly. And also just not letting Alo set up Phantom here. The Metal Blade is just such a great tool for that. Same with the side B.
I mean, and I think the up B is just such a great tool to negate it, even if he does get it set up. So he can play both sides.
Not there.
Not there. Again, sort of seeing a little bit of the linearity of Mega Man's recovery that he struggled with the Zomba set. Alo exploiting it here so far to start, but it hasn't been enough. Gonna cancel the Leaf Shield, double up air.
So much damage.
Going through here. Alo playing a little bit slow despite being behind, so trying to pick his battles. Displaces the Phantom so the shield goes in front of him and is going to block MPG's projectile. A very, very important tech in this matchup. Alo's super consistent at those. I think most good level Zeldas are, but
it's an oddly complicated input for what kind of somewhat simple thing it does, right?
Well, nowadays you can do a slingshot into it and it does the same thing. Yeah.
Okay, easier than before. Looks like Rat Monster winning Melee.
Yeah, the crowd might be able to hear Rat Monster taking it out.
But we have Ultimate here right now. Losers Finals, Alo and MPG. Alo at not a very comfortable percentage here. MPG doing a great job of just slowly whittling the Zelda down. And it is a death by 1,000 cuts when you play against Mega Man like this. Okay, just dead. Off the top, I guess. Impressive.
MPG, you take game 1. Interesting to see what the stages are going to look like in this game. I felt like, oh, we're going straight back. Okay. Never mind.
Run it back. Run it back.
I mean, I don't know. I felt like
Stick into Zelda.
MPG has just looked so comfortable. I might see a song switch here. Yeah.
Yeah.
MPG has just looked so
I love this.
Incredibly comfortable on using these platforms so well to start that first game. I don't know. I mean, it depends on what MPG is banning. This would kind of be the restrictions of a 3-ban no DSR rule set that you end up having a situation where, you know, I have 3 good stages against a character. They ban all of them. They have 3 good stages against me. I ban all of them. Okay, we're going to one of the dual plats. That's what happens. And that seems to be the reality here. But maybe we'll see a tempo switch from Aloe. Maybe we will see a switch in tactics. Going to need a little bit of something if he wants to make it to grand finals in order to challenge Stompa. Excuse me.
Yeah, MPG definitely has some of the most intricate movement I think I've seen. I mean, exclusively out of a Mega Man, but just in general. The shimmies, the dashes back and forth, so good at just baiting options out. And as a character like Mega Man, you kind of need to make sure that happens. Still, Aloe with a very solid lead here, going to miss the up B, but not a great punish here from MPG. Still gets the grab off the back of it.
Yeah, going to keep him in disadvantage. A really good down air there from Aloe. Timing mix-up, coming down, was opting to go for the nairs earlier there, and MPG is going to miss his parry. And Aloe's going to be able to get out of disadvantage, which might have been quite bad for him.
Good parry there into the down air. Still trying to catch out. MPG coming in. It's going to be a little hard. I think MPG realizing that if he just takes this high approach from above the plats, there's not too much Aloe can do about it. And MPG has so much diagonal pressure that Zelda's really not comfortable staring it down.
And again, like we were talking about, we see it right there. Even if Zelda does present the pressures, he can just up B right out of it, and he just doesn't have to deal with it.
We're trying to go for jab, down smash, not going to get it. Instead, stuck at the ledge, just hasn't been able to get much after that initial burst of damage here. MPG with good pressure, keeping Aloe on the ropes, and the parry into the up tilt. That moving kills incredibly early.
Absolutely brutal levels of exacting on MPG's parts. Looking really, really difficult here for Aloe. Even as, you know, we've seen MPG get unlucky a couple times here, and it just consistently hasn't really mattered. He's stuck to the plan. He has continued to, you know, just keep the same positions where he's been putting Aloe in these pressure situations and avoiding him where he needs to. We've seen that rush in the corner there probably about 5 times so far this set, and at least right now, it doesn't really seem like Aloe's had the answers.
Yeah, Aloe just struggling to find a way to both get damage in and to just finish off this stock here from MPG. Doing an incredible job of utilizing this character's weight,
great
mobility.
Grab.
Yeah, catches the roll. Good reaction from Aloe.
I mean, I think that's a really illustrative moment here of the fact that Aloe isn't even playing bad. Like, Aloe's playing really good. He's still doing such a great job of mixing up his options, mixing up his timings, finding little ways in order to get advantages versus MPG. And I mean, it's mattered. It's mattered in the sense that they're still even in stocks. It's mattered in the sense that Aloe is still fighting here, trying to get off ledge into a neutral situation. But MPG has just seemingly been consistently one step ahead every single time.
Yeah, good early up B to avoid that back air. Up tilt strings, gonna get a good bit of damage. And it is impressive to me just how quickly Zelda damage adds up.
Yeah, I mean, that's a Smash Ultimate thing. I mean, even bad characters in the game, you watch them and you think they just do so much dang damage. And one of those moves is certainly that Mega Man up air going to take the stock off the top, as we have seen him consistently get so much value out of.
This is just not going great here for Aloe. I mean, you have to start pulling a lead here, but we haven't really seen him able to do that in this set yet.
Metal Blade coming through into the grab, trying to get damage.
Yikes.
Aloe, I don't think he meant to land on stage there, but just I think we're seeing a little bit of signs of frustration here. Nodding his head, just trying to find his way into it, getting a little desperate there.
Yeah, this reeks of desperation right now. Just shimmying in place. MPG gonna return the favor. You can see Aloe starting to check out a little bit. Up till not gonna get the kill, still gets good damage. Aloe now probably gonna set up at the ledge here.
Has to shield the side B, unfortunately, there.
Good air dodge to get out of that up air. Setting up on the ledge here is Aloe. Goes for the S smash, doesn't get it. Andy comes through, doesn't quite hit.
Getting a little inspirational here. Tried to go for a 4th F smash there the other direction.
Yeah,
he walks around.
Run it back, he says.
Eyeing for the run back. But I don't know. It's a tough situation here. Aloe has played so many long sets back to back to back.
So late at night, too.
Yeah. At a certain point, you got to look at yourself and you got to say, man, this is just, it's tough. These brackets are tough. You know, people talk, you know, we talked about at the top of this block, you know, this is sort of a classic.
3-1, 3-2, 3-1, 3-2.
We talked at the top of this block, this is sort of a classic tri-state top 4, you know, some of the strongest players out here, especially in Pennsylvania. But it's a completely different thing, you know, when you're playing at a 50-man local versus playing at a 150-man regional.
Yes.
That's, you know, a number of rounds, it's a number of hours waiting, that's hours of driving that you're going to have to make to that tournament. These are all things that matter. And in these best-of-5 sets, you know, it's like we were talking about at the beginning of this game, like little things, that can be the difference.
Starts to add up very quickly here, just like the damage does. MPG currently at 48. We've seen Aloe in these games start off with a good bit of damage, but then MPG figures out what the game plan is for Aloe in that particular game. And
MPG's starting out going for a lot more pellets here to deny these Phantoms. I think in the last game he was a lot more willing to just let him go for it. Maybe it's because he's down in percent and he wants to get a little bit more cushion here.
Yeah.
But an interesting adaptation from MPG nonetheless.
And he's just playing high, avoiding this Phantom pretty much at all times. And you can see Aloe just getting a little frustrated with it, trying to catch him out. But
goes for the half charge there in order to get the upward swipe, though. So clearly still very aware of where MPG wants to position. Staying patient, trying to find his openings. Up throw comes through from MPG. Disadvantage situation here from Aloe, but he's going to get out of it relatively unscathed. Now up only 13%. That is going to move to be down 4%.
Down 4%, and I mean down more percent now. Aloe trapped at the ledge here. MPG just sticking with it, keeping this Zelda hanging in the corner. Careful of the grabs. MPG's empty hops are a thing to be studied.
Absolutely. I mean, it's just what we've been talking about this entire set, this entire block as he's been going. His movement is just so incredible. And Mega Man really enables that. He has these super fast aerial moves that hit at really weird, different angles. And he's able to use them so late. And so his ambiguity is just so incredible there. Able to connect into the back air Metal Blade in hand for the ledge trap. Drops it, catches it, throws it again.
Staying in the corner here. Aloe loses that stock. MPG, just 2 more stocks to work through before punching that ticket all the way back to the grand finals. Aloe trying to buy as much time as possible, but I mean, how much time can you really buy here?
Yeah, it just gets tougher and tougher. Going for these, I think we're seeing a big bit of a frustration here going for these forward airs.
Yikes.
Trying to maybe call out MPG's full hops, maybe also just looking at himself and saying, nah, maybe 3rd place isn't that bad.
Yeah, I think, I mean, Aloe's trying, certainly, but this just seems like he's just almost checked out, I'd say.
Forward air comes through, though. Almost kills in a ledge trap situation now. Ooh, going to try to mix him with the jab instead of going for the guaranteed damage, and MPG almost gets out, but Aloe gets a grab, gets him back off stage.
Yikes.
Going to flip the situation around here. Up tilt comes through. Down air on the platform. Aloe just trying to get anything to work here, but it really has been coming up all Mario Party gamer so far here.
Yeah, MPG really showing why he's ranked as high as he is. This is an incredibly skilled player, knows his character through and through, and I think Aloe recognizing that, starting to throw in the towel. You can kind of see it in his eyes as well. He's tired.
But MPG really smart on him there to go for that down smash because he knows he's up a good percent here. I do that.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Gonna get the moral victory.
Throws in the towel. There it is.
Aloe doesn't have it.
Yeah.
But going to go home 3rd place with some hefty upsets on Weezer and Free K-Flock after losing to K-Flock in the winner's bracket. So very, very incredible bracket from Aloe to go home to, and going to be able to drive home at a prompt 11:14 p.m.
Yes.
But
it's better than making grands and having to wait till the end of that.
Yeah, that's what comes